One of the things that a lot of people admire about you is your toughness. So take me back to that Auburn game in October. You were taken to the hospital. You have a deal with your ankle. It was injured. Somehow you come back in the third quarter. Your team's down 11. And you lead not one but two touchdown drives to win the game. This did not happen when I was at Mizzou, okay? These sort of things did not go on, respectfully. Talk me through that day and the emotions and how you did that.
It was a crazy day. It was homecoming. At that point, it was my third to last game in Faroe. And, yeah, on the first drive, I hurt my ankle. It was on a hip drop tackle, and I knew immediately it was definitely going to be an issue. And I was off the field for about 2 hours. Honestly, I didn't know the score. I didn't know what was going on. We literally just spent the whole 2 hours finding a way to get my ankle ready to go back on that field. And we finally did, and I ran back out there, and I knew we weren't going to lose that game. As soon as my ankle felt ready to go, I knew it. I pumped the guys up. They were ready. They rallied around me, and we found a way. But it was a special day. One of the longest games of my career, probably. And most of it was spent off of the field, but it was cool.
Were you telling yourself something? I mean, that might be one of the most heroic, and I'm not being hyperbolic, like heroic quarterback performances I've ever seen. It was straight out of a movie. What was like playing in your head the most? What story or mantra? Like, what were you telling yourself?
Yeah. Well, I literally sat in an MRI machine for 45 minutes.
I mean, those suck. And those those suck the life out of like any situation on a regular Tuesday.
It's terrible. I was in there for like 45 minutes during like the second and third quarter, and you can't have your phone in there, obviously. You don't know what's going on in the game. I was asking for updates through headphones like that you put on during the MRI. So the nurse back there was giving me updates. And I just remember staring at the ceiling of the MRI machine, just like, I'm going to find a way to come back and win this game, and the story's going to be told forever. And that's how it worked out. But I kept telling myself that. And when I got out of that MRI machine, got back to the stadium, we found a way to do it.
It's so relatable that it's like a man and his thoughts. Like that's all. There's no other stimulus. There's no in your thinking, and you battled through it. It's amazing.